Okay, so today we're going to be unboxing the Soprano Sax. This is something I've rented from Miss McFarlane, and Miss McFarlane brought this from Long and McQuaid, and I'm learning how to play this in 14 days. So, let's open it up. Let's see what's inside. So in the outer pocket, there's nothing in there, but the real surprise is this beautiful instrument. So you can see in here, I think, this is called the Soprano Sax. This is what it looks like, if you guys can see. These are the keys to click. This is the place you put the mouthpiece on. This is how you hold it, kind of like that. So what else is in here? We have a small mouthpiece that attaches onto here, kind of like this. Oh, let's get a close-up on that. You can see, look how small that mouthpiece is. It's like the smallest mouthpiece any woodwind instrument has. Maybe even smaller than a flute. I don't think, does flute have a mouthpiece?
Yeah.
Okay. This is our neck strap. This goes around the neck to choke someone. It's an excellent device. We have this tiniest reed, 2.5 it says. So usually players will suck on it, and then you wet the reed in your mouth. You attach it onto the mouthpiece. We have some cork grease. In case this part of the saxophone gets really sticky, we can add the grease on. And I think that's it. So yeah, that's me unpacking the excellent Soprano Sax. Okay, so before I start playing the Soprano Sax, I want to show you the book I'm going to be using to play. So I'm using this book called Tradition to Excellence. It's a book for the clarinet, but the Soprano Sax is also pitched in the same key as the clarinet in B flat. So I can use the same notes as the clarinet uses for playing the Soprano Sax. So this book consists of clarinet or Soprano Sax scales I can play. Here's the scales like A flat major, D flat. I'm going to be learning a couple of those scales. It includes some like practice exercises, some songs like this. That's a cool song. So you'll see me in this video progress throughout the whole, like most of the book, and I'll be playing like many scales to begin and some songs too. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be learning is how to play a C major scale. So let's try this and see how it sounds. Okay, so that did not go the way I was expecting it to go, but that was the first thing I learned. So the next thing I'm going to be learning is how to play the F major scale. There's only one flat in the scale, the B flat. So here we go. Okay, let's try the G major scale. I'm just going to keep practicing those 4 scales to begin. C major, G major, F major, and those 3 scales. So, yeah. Alright guys, good morning. Welcome to day 2 of the challenge, learning to play the soprano sax for 2 weeks. Today is the day where I will practice a bit of songs from the clarinet book, and I'll be focusing more on my articulation, more of my dynamics, paying attention to the tone of my beautiful looking soprano sax, how I sound, and also just practicing some scales today too, to improve how quickly I can move between the notes. So that's the main focus today, and we're gonna get right into it right now. Okay guys, so the first song I'm going to be playing for you guys is a song called Greensleeves in the clarinet book. Greensleeves is also known as the song What Child Is This? From the Christmas folk song. It's also part of a Christmas carol dated in 1580s, and it's perhaps the most surviving version of any Christmas carol. It says here, what child is this? This key signature is written in 6/8 time. It's a G major key, which is a scale I've been practicing. So I'm just gonna try playing it once, and then I'm gonna practice a bit more afterwards, which you don't have to see, but maybe you will. Okay, so that was my first time playing Greensleeves. I think I could have incorporated a bit more dynamics into this piece by crescendoing a bit more in the most dramatic sections, and then decrescendoing when it goes like at the intro even. And this piece, I think it really needs to focus on making sure you count the beats, because it's written in 6/8 time. So you have to make sure you time those dotted quarter notes really well and dotted 16th notes. So yeah, that was that first song. Let's try another song. Let me see. Going to try. Oh, these are hard. Why is this all so hard to play? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try Rondeau. Rondeau is by Jean-Joseph Moret. He's a French composer. He conducted the Symphony of the Fanfares, where it's entitled Fanfare for Trumpets, Timpani, Violins, and Oboe. Due to its popular television shows, this piece is Moret's famous composition. So we're gonna try to play that piece right now. This looks much more difficult because we have 3 flats. We have an E flat, A flat, and a D flat. So here we go. that was not the best I've played, but I think I need to practice those two songs a couple more times just to make sure I can perfect it by the end of the day. Let's try another song. Let's try... let's see. What the heck? Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. That's an interesting song choice right there. If you want proof, here, I'm gonna show you what the song looks like. No, can you guys see that? Sorry, can you guys see that song? Yeah, I suck at filming. Okay, here, whatever. Okay, there we go. So everyone try playing that song? Here we go. Very interesting song choice. Okay, so that piece, I think, is supposed to have a lot of dynamic markings in there. Goes from mezzo piano at the start to mezzo forte, then decrescendos back to mezzo piano. So I'm going to try this piece one more time for you guys. Here we go. Oops. Okay. Maybe tomorrow we can interview some people to see what they're doing for their ISU as part of the grade 12 class. So you can find that out tomorrow. Bro, it's so hot up here, honestly. I can give you a view. One sec, I'll just clip. Okay guys, I think I've told you this, but I'm actually part of the King's concert band. I've been playing the alto saxophone since I was in grade 8 band at Halton Hills Christian School in Georgetown, and now I'm at King's still playing the alto sax. I've been playing this in grade 10 band, grade 11 band. I took grade 10 music too, which was a great course to take. I'd recommend any student in grade 10 take that course. You'd really learn about your music passion if you have one, or if you don't, that's fine too. But you can also, I also took grade 11 band and then grade 12 band I'm taking this year. And so part of the pieces we've been playing this year I'll just show you guys. So one piece we're playing that's really cool is new How to Train Your Dragon theme song. I want to try to learn this on the Soprano Sax, it's going to be very tough to play, but maybe I can just learn a bit. So we're going to try playing some parts of How to Train Your Dragon right now. Okay. Oh. Oops. Okay. Here's How to Train Your Dragon. I'm gonna try playing like one of the melodies and then we'll see what happens. parts of How to Train Your Dragon. Let me try the intro. Okay, that's tough to play, but I think I did pretty well, considering it's one of my first times playing this instrument. Try it again. So the hard part comes when you have to start tonguing every single note, which I didn't do because I'm kind of cheating right now. I don't really feel like tonguing all the notes. I'm a bit lazy. So let's see. Let's play, there's another song I'd like to play for you guys. Part of my concert band is playing this on Friday. I think, Friday, yeah. So we're playing this song, Mountain Country Dances. And this is a clarinet piece, but I'll be playing the alto sax. So I'll just, might as well try it out for the soprano sax right now and see how it sounds. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's the opening to Mountain Country Dances. Tart heel two step, part one. Now we'll try a waltz, the woodland waltz. My bad. Okay, ready? 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3. So that was the Woodland Waltz. And then I'm gonna try to play Blue Ridge Reel. So this is like more of a fanfare piece. Lots of energy in this one. So I'll try to play it as loud as I can. Oh, I can't play that note. Oh, I can't play any of these notes. Whoa, what in the world? Yo, I suck. Can't play anything. Oh. Okay, that was really tough for me to play. It's also like so hot. It's like 30 degrees up in this room right now. Like, so I'm actually like sweating. Okay, but I think I need to work on like even some of the high notes. Like high G is really hard for me to play because I always have to like lower my jaw and my embouchure, which is something I think I need to work on. So when I play a high G, it like kind of sounds different from time to time. Like sometimes when I clench my jaw really hard, it squeaks really up high and comes too sharp. Like listen. Like it's sharp, but then when I relax my jaw, it kind of drops down to more flat pitch. If you guys can, so it's really interesting because this seems like very similar to a clarinet, almost. It has an altissimo range. So when I was trying to play like some of those really high notes, like a high D sharp D or a high C, whoops, this came undone. It's hard for me to play because I'm not used to hitting those high notes with the alto sax. So that's really difficult too. And I found like with playing the soprano sax, you have a lot of really difficult rhythms to play. Like for example, this rhythm. Like even hitting that low C is really hard for me to do too, because it's like if you like really drop your mouth. So. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take a break and I'm going to find out what some other people are doing for their ISU right now. So let's go around and find some people. Okay guys, so today I'm going to be interviewing some people in my Music 12 class to see what they're doing in their ISU. So who am I here with today?
Alan.
It's Alan. Okay, Alan. So my first question to you is, what are you doing with your Music 12 ISU? And what are you currently working on?
So I'm thinking of writing an original piece, mainly arranging it purposely for a class with all the instrumentation. So far it's going pretty well. It's the third version. Had to scrap the first two due to bad ideas throughout the piece, I guess. So let's see how this one goes.
Okay, so could you play it for us, Alan? Is it play? Can you play this piece for us? I'd like to listen.
Try and see.
Really, I think the audience here would like to listen to it too.
The audio will be quite quiet, but we'll see what it can do.
Okay. All right, that's great, Alan. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go find someone else now, Lucas. Who should we find? I think we should find.
Who should we find,
Who should
Sergeant?
we find? Let's see. Let's see.
The audio's not gonna go either.
Okay, let's see.
Look at his hair. Look how it
Let's look
flows.
at
Ben, let's do Ben.
Let's see Ben. So,
Hey.
who am I here with today?
Hey, I'm Ben.
Ben. Okay. Okay, Ben. So, what are you doing for your Music 12, I assume?
Well, I am making a presentation about how music can convey non-musical ideas. So, for example, I'm doing research right now on how music
Hold the mic.
conveys the feelings of winter and the desert. And I found some really interesting stuff.
That's great. That's great. So, how does music really evoke a sense of like where you are in the like desert, as you said, or like in the winter? Like, what makes it so that your brain thinks you're in the desert? Or do you know? Or-
Well, primarily it comes from usage of scales and usage of instrumentation, from what I've found so far.
Okay.
Desert music differs from winter music a lot, and then it has deeper cultural roots, where a lot of the scales come from Middle Eastern areas that you can hear in a lot of desert music and media. It's really very interesting.
That's great. Thank you so much, Ben. Let's go find this guy, John, up here. Thank you, Lucas, for filming.
No worries. Last one, Sergeant.
Last one, okay. So who am I here with today?
John.
Jonathan. So John, right?
Yeah,
So I'm not Jonathan. I know who you are.
He does not.
So what are you doing for your Music 12, I assume, John?
I'm learning the bassoon.
Bassoon. Okay, so John's also learning a new instrument, guys. So it's always okay to try new things, guys. That's the whole point of this video. So John, what's it like learning the bassoon?
It's pretty weird. Like, most of it's my embouchure. Like, I can change like completely different notes with like
Adjusting your mouth, yeah. I found the same thing when I used soprano sax. Like when I was trying to hit high notes, I'd have to like really lower my jaw, or sometimes I'd have to like really tighten my jaw when I want to hit the extra high notes or low notes, lower the jaw. But that's great, John. Okay, thanks, guys. Cut, yeah. Alright guys, so I'm speaking at the end of the video, but you're probably midway through this video vlog, and I just wanted to tell you a couple of reasons why I didn't include all of the days of the 14 days I promised you guys, because I thought this would be way too long. So I decided to fast forward a bit and start learning a new song by Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, and it's one of the songs that I think has the best soprano sax solo midway in the song. So that's a song that I'm currently learning and I'm working on before the end of this video, which you'll see at the very end. And I skipped, I think I only recorded up to day 4 because the last 5 days was just me practicing my scales, making sure how to adjust my embouchure, how to pitch the notes higher, how to pitch them a bit lower. Also just researching a bit more about like famous soprano sax players, getting inspiration from players like Kenny G. He's a huge soprano sax player back in the 90s and 80s. He has a couple songs called Songbird. And I think also because this video would be much longer if I actually recorded every single time I'd practice touching this soprano sax, and I didn't want to like bore you guys out with that. So I only recorded the most important parts, like me playing the scales, learning new songs, and playing from the Green and Blue Book. I didn't record me practicing I Will Always Love You because I wanted to keep that as a surprise for the very end, in which you'll see after this video is done. after I'm done recording this. So yeah, you'll see it right now. 3, 2, 1, here it is. And with that, the vlog is over. I finally finished playing Whitney Houston's most famous song. What's the song called again? What? I Will Always Love You. So I'm finished that. That's done. You're gonna see that in this before here. And I'm just so thankful I got to learn a new instrument thanks to Miss McFarlane. for renting it out from Long and McQuaid. Thank you to everyone who's like supported me so far on my YouTube channel. I'd like to give a key highlights of this this experience, learning a new instrument. First, is if you don't succeed, try again. At first, if you don't succeed, keep trying and you'll get there. So with anything in life, I think that's like the most important advice I could give you. For anyone wanting to try something new, especially a new instrument, that's what I'd give you. And adjusting your mouthpiece and your embouchure is really important when learning a new instrument in particular. But what else? Some of my goals of this challenge was to improve my dynamics, articulation, which I believe I did. I believe I played my best on the last song. My dynamics had, and I was able to show like more emotion in my pieces, which I'm glad I was able to do that. I've been practicing a lot with my dad, who's actually alto saxophone. Like he used to play alto saxophone abroad, and like he used to travel to like Europe with his concert band and play there. So he gave me a couple tips, and I just thanking you guys, honestly, just sticking around for the full video and helping me out. This journey's been incredible. What else to say? I honestly don't know what else to say. With that, everyone subscribe, click the like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Let me know if you want another vlog too. See ya.